All right, new question. This is from Justin. He asks, how much time do you spend collecting video games versus playing video games? Now, I get a variation of this question a lot on my channel. A lot of people want to know, hey, you have this massive collection. Do you actually play games or are you just collecting them? Well, the answer is I just collect them. Thanks for watching. Yes, I play video games. I love video games. I've loved playing video games since I can remember. Now, it has gotten quite a bit more challenging in the last decade or so, simply because, like everybody, you have less time. Typically, whenever a game comes out and says, you know, it's 50 or 100 hours of gameplay, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I have that much time. But in this video, I do want to show you what games I've been playing and what games I have actually finished recently. In the background here, you see that I'm actually capturing footage for Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island. That's for a upcoming video. But you know, there's really two things that I do here. There's things that I play for my YouTube channel and kind of for work, you know, and then there's things that I play in my leisure time. And so this is really going to be about my leisure time. And I do actually play and finish games. So the last game I finished and beat was Kirby Planet Robobot on the 3DS. This is a fantastic game. Oh my God, I was blown away by this game. I couldn't put it down. Now, because this is a Tuesday video, I just don't have time to show you all the gameplay footage here, but I just want to just tell you, it's like, yeah, Kirby was awesome. Also, recently, I finished Uncharted 4 on the PlayStation 4. Man, what a great ending to the series. I really enjoyed it. Also on the PlayStation 4, I finished Until Dawn. I also recently finished the new Ratchet & Clank reboot or remake or whatever you want to call this thing. But it was really great. Oh my God, amazing graphics. And of course, I do a lot of gaming for my YouTube channel, and I recently did a Let's Play of Hero on the Atari 2600. Now, I didn't beat this game, but I played it as far as I'm able to play it, and I need to put some more time in it to see if I can actually get past level 20. And then if you watch my videos, just last week, we did a Game Boy Advance Hidden Gems with Reggie. We like to capture the footage for these videos if possible. And I would say for the most part, we are able to do that with our setup using Retron 5 and stuff like that. So I recently played a hell of a lot of Moto Racer Advance on the Game Boy Advance. Such a great game. I got sucked into it. Again, I'm capturing footage, but it's like, I have to be careful because, you know, I have work to do. So I got sucked into this, but you know, I didn't beat it, but I got pretty damn close. And then also the Gumby versus the Astro Bots. I am very close to finishing this game as well. Again, I just, you know, enjoyed it. And then also, I recently beat on the PlayStation Vita. It was Lego Avengers, and you're gonna recognize a theme here is that I really like handheld games, and that's because I can play them anywhere. And I do typically carry around I'll either have my 3DS with me or my Vita, or if I'm doing something else, like if I'm doing a Game Boy Advance video, I'll carry my Game Boy Advance with me. So those are some games I've beaten recently. And then just some games I've been playing lately. Again, just on my own, you know, just in my free time. Driver San Francisco on the PlayStation 3. This is a hidden gem, and I bought it because people were saying, hey, you should definitely check it out. And it's really cool. Has this ability where you can zoom out of the body of yourself and go into the body of other drivers and take over their cars. It's pretty neat. Just this week, or last week I guess, for the Vita, I got Star Wars The Force Awakens, the Lego game. I started the first level yesterday, and I plan on beating this. If you notice, I like the Lego games. Dirt 3 on the PlayStation 3. When I was hanging out with Jerry Barnacles, he is a huge rally sport driver and fan, and he said this is a really good game, so I picked it up. Amazing graphics. I mean, the PlayStation 3 still has great graphics. Like, you pop this game in and you're like, oh my God, it's amazing. Traded Reggie for a copy of Sonic Generations. I had an extra HD TV that we weren't using, and he needed one for his game room, and so we did a trade, and he gave me a bunch of games for that TV, and this is one of them. I like it a lot. It's cool because it's a bunch of different styles of Sonic. And then I'm always playing, because I love this game, on the Vita, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. This is a great racing game on the Vita. I know a lot of portable systems here. And one of the reasons why I play a lot of portable games, as I mentioned before, is that because my wife is always playing The Witcher 3. This is the never-ending game. Now, if you are a friend of mine on PlayStation Network and you see me launch this game, it's not me, it's my wife. I think it's because she is just obsessed with Geralt, and she doesn't want the adventure to end because this is his last adventure. She's a huge fan of this, and so I think she's just simply trying to play this forever, and she's doing a pretty good job of it. So when she's playing this game, I'm usually playing the Vita or the 3DS. Now, that said, I have a list of upcoming videos that I'm working on. That was a fly, by the way. I don't know if you saw that or not. But anyways, I have a list of videos that I'm always working on, and it's pretty long. It's usually about 20 deep. And usually what I do for my YouTube channels is I schedule and I reach out to a bunch of people like John Hancock, Kelsey Kinsey, Reggie, and I'm like, hey, let's work on this. And so we, in the background, are playing and buying and researching a lot of game systems. And so, you know, like for instance, the Wonder Swan video, when Kelsey and I decided to do that, I didn't buy any Wonder Swan games, but I definitely played and watched videos, and I just want to be familiar with the system enough to hopefully not look like an idiot, even though she is definitely the collector, and so she's the one who brings most of the knowledge, but I do like to do a lot of research for that. And then as far as collecting goes, you know, I like to go game hunting, you know, as often as I can. I don't have a ton of money to do this. Even though I have a fairly large collection, I don't have a lot of money to spend on it, so I like going to garage sales and thrift stores and things like that, and I do that a couple times a week. If I drive by a Goodwill, I feel the pull. Like it's just the game hunter mentality where I feel like if I pass up a game, a Goodwill or something like that, I might be missing out on some rare gem for 50 cents or something like that. And that has happened before. Just this week, I got really lucky on a Thursday driving by a garage sale, and this lady had an entire collection of Dreamcast games and PlayStation 1 games for 50 cents a piece. So you just never know. And then finally, you know, with the rest of my collection here, you know, how often do I play all this other stuff? And again, that depends on the videos that we are working on. And I do occasionally look around the game room and I'm like, oh man, like, it's been a long time since we've done a Genesis video. I want to dive back in there, or an original Xbox, or Atari 2600, or you know, maybe do something with the PC games over here, the PSP. I mean, that's kind of motivation for me, and I love that because I'll just get me and whoever is going to be on the channel will just get absorbed into that particular system for, you know, a week or two. It's definitely a lot of fun. So great question. I hope that answers it for you. All right. Thanks for watching. This question was asked by one of my Patreon contributors who help support my YouTube channel and help shape the content of my videos. In addition to asking questions like this, they also get access to a private chat, an audio podcast, and early access to most of my Friday videos. You can also set the amount you want to contribute, and you can leave or change it at any time. If you'd like to help support my videos and become part of the Metal Militia, please go to patreon.com/MetalJesusRocks.